Hi, and welcome back to today's More Report Chart Appraisals on Tuesday, the 27th of October, with me, Rich Pro Market Analyst at Tech Markets. Looking at dollar yen now, and this is a really interesting chart because again we've seen this range play forming. You saw this rally, and the rally has failed underneath all this resistance. You've got the big high of that reaction high at 2170. You've got the 144-day moving average, which zooming out seems to be a key turning point on numerous occasions on this chart. So 144-day moving average, and also this 61.8% fib retracement level at 2190. So all these big overhead levels are coming in now, and sort of turning over the rally, and sort of now enables this to be a continuation of this trading range. So we've seen this. This is on the hourly chart. We've seen this move, zooming out here, now break that uptrend. This is an uptrend I drew here in the morning report. That uptrend is now breaking down, so it would certainly suggest that the correction or the corrective element to this chart is growing. The RSI, which had formerly been fairly strong, is now sort of pushing towards 30. It's not quite gone below 30 yet, so not negative momentum, but certainly look at the MACD lines. They are at a sort of 7 or so day low, and it certainly looks as though the pressure is growing on the downside. So the key support near term would be that 2120 support, 120 spot 20 support, and then 120 figure. 120 figure has been sort of a pivot line I've used on dollar yen. It doesn't it's not massively sort of key, but I still think it has played out as a pivot previously, and sort of capped those gains there. So I think if you started to break down those two supports, 20 figure towards 2020, those sort of 20 pips worth of support, if you lost those supports, then I think that is sort of moving towards a more important test of the 1960 pivot, which is a big level on the near-term chart that sort of capped numerous lows through the sort of range phase, and then started to play as a role as a resistance, and then added back in as support again. So that is your really important support. So if you started to lose your 20 figure towards 2020, that 1960 is your key level, next key level within the band, within this trading range. But certainly the momentum indicator is looking increasingly corrective on this near-term outlook. And the slide is going now. So you've got this resistance in place at 2110. You could argue there's a very minor resistance at 2074, but 2110 seems to be a resistance, certainly the last sort of day or so, capping all those highs. And then obviously the big resistance that comes in at 2150, which was the reaction high that we saw in the rally. So it certainly looks, as I said, more corrective. So maybe looking for little minor near-term selling opportunities within this little rally that you might see as the market just unwinds a little bit of the oversold position, but little selling into strength maybe. So I wish you good luck in your trading on dollar yen, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.